Hey guys, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 bringing to you yet another awesome yet crazy theory, and I've decided to do something a little bit different for this series and something that I've never actually done before. Most of my theory videos for this series have usually involved situations within the Arrowverse, DCAU, DCEU and the MCU, but I've never actually done a theory video involving this particular show that I'm going to be talking about, and that is of course Lucifer. And as we all know already, Lucifer Season 6 is set to be the final one for the show, and there has been a lot of speculation about how exactly Lucifer is going to end. So what I've decided to do is I am going to come up with a theory on how I think Lucifer Season 6 is going to end. Now bear in mind that Lucifer Season 6 hasn't started yet, so we don't know exactly how all of this is going to play out. But at the same time, it's really cool to think about how the show could end. So this is going to be my theory on how I think Lucifer should end. So, as we all remember, back in Season 5, Dan Espinosa was murdered and shot. So what I would have for Season 6 is hell finally comes to Earth, everything gets ripped apart, and Lucifer, as we all know, he's kind of become like this heroic character, even though he's not really in the traditional sense. He's kind of more like an anti-hero. He's going around performing good deeds, and he's even helped Detective Chloe Decker out with a number of cases all throughout the show's run. So what I would have is Lucifer turns around to Chloe and says, as much as I love you, this relationship can't work. You're human, I'm the devil, it's not going to work. But what I can give you is I can give you Dan back. And Chloe of course says, how is that possible, because Dan died? And Lucifer says, I will swap places with him. I will restore his soul because his soul is pure, so therefore it needs a new body to inhabit. So I will restore Dan, bring him back from the dead, you two can be together, and I'll be on my merry way to hell. But what this means is once the switch is made, I can never return to Earth, ever. I have to stay in hell for the rest of my life, for all eternity. So after making his plea to his dad, God, Lucifer sacrifices himself. Dan Espinosa is restored back to normal, alive and well. Him and Chloe and Trixie are reunited as a family, and Lucifer is not allowed to exist on planet Earth due to the deal he made with his father. So as a result of that, hell doesn't freeze over on Earth, everything is restored to normal, and Lucifer, having finally performed a good deed for once in his life, goes off to heaven just like he always wanted, but he is not allowed to return back to Earth. And also, Amenadale and Maze, as a result of Lucifer's actions, they are forced to leave as well because they too can't exist on Earth, and as a result of Lucifer making the swap, they are also forced to leave as well. I would have Lopez finally learn the truth about Lucifer being the devil, and obviously at first she freaks out, but she comes to understand and respect that Lucifer is really the devil, and she's totally cool with it. So that's pretty much how I would end Lucifer Season 6. I would have him sacrifice himself in exchange for Dan Espinosa's soul, so he's restored back to normal, and him, Chloe and Trixie are reunited once again as a family. So there you have it. That's my theory on how I think Lucifer Season 6 should end. Now keep in mind that things do have a different way of playing out. They may go with a completely different ending, but I think this is the ending they should go with. You know, Lucifer finally performs a good deed for once in his life, and he is finally accepted into heaven, and he goes off on his way and he's not allowed to return to Earth after making the switch with Dan Espinosa. But time will tell, really. But I'm really interested to see how Lucifer Season 6 is going to end. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. How do you think Lucifer Season 6 should end? Would you go with this, or would you go with a completely different ending? Also, do you think Lucifer should make some sort of sacrifice and perform a good deed, or would you go with something completely different to what I've just said? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time. So until then, take care everybody and stay safe, and once again, thanks for listening.